This is the Simpit. I'm your host, Sean Cole, and welcome to today's edition of the Pit Stop, where you, the pit crew, you are the real star of today's show. Today being Friday's show. I love Fridays. You know that I say it each and every Friday because, I don't know, Friday's just, it's the weekend. Here we go. It's time to have a bunch of fun, and we have a lot of fun scheduled for us. Lots of cool things going on in sim racing as well. Hope a lot's going on in your life and all in a positive, good direction. How you doing today? I'm in a good mood. Things are coming along. We still had our glitchy intro. I will hopefully get that fixed over the weekend. We have a big race this weekend, which has been sucking up a lot of my time. And as soon as that race is over, I can get on to things like fixing the intro and little details like that. So hopefully we'll have a big, strong weekend for here. Yeah, I noticed that, Tim. It was a really sketchy, well said, sketchy opening. So we're gonna fix that. I promise you that will be fixed by next week. I guarantee it. So, what is going on in the world of sim racing? I mean, that's what we're here to talk about, right? We're here to talk sim racing, have a good time, and no matter what your favorite sim is, I'm sure we're gonna cover it. We try to cover every sim from lighthearted to hardcore. Interesting way of putting that. But anyway, starting off with the Forza camp, Forza Horizon 4, because you know you've got both. 7, you know, you got Forza Motorsport 7 and you got Forza Horizon 4, both simultaneously getting updated and things going on in both of those communities, and they are separate communities despite both having the name Forza in them. F yeah, Friday, Angel says, I agree, Sean Cole, Letterman, Petit Le Mans, I am so ready, K.A. No, I'm not nearly ready enough, I'm ready for the fun. I have the rest of today to get ready. I've put in some good laps, but now I got to really get it dialed in for today. Anyway, they are having a painting contest. They've got some great prizes up for grabs. So if you're involved in Forza and you can do some painting, you know, a little trick. I talk about sending emails or posting things, you know, keeping it in a positive direction. Think of the mentality of the people who might be judging, the people at Forza, the people at Turn 10, the people at Microsoft. Think about that if you make a livery. It could be the factor. It's not always the best painter. Sometimes it's the one that just touches a note with the developers themselves. So you don't have to be the most brilliant painter. But cool contest, and we'll probably see some cool photos coming out of Forza soon. See, look, it could have been just like that. You know, you never know what will win in a Forza competition for painting. Gran Turismo, we talked about the calendar or the Asia-Oceania finale and the website dedicated to it. Anyway, today, 7 hours ago, they put out this video showing off the event in Tokyo. That would be cool. Can you imagine going to Tokyo to race sim racing? That's the beautiful thing. It's not only the amount of money that our esport champions are starting to make, but they're traveling the world. Think about the Forza Road Challenge Championship. The guys were in Seattle and they're in Mexico City. They're all over Europe. They're in Asia. It is happening. It is a great time to be a great sim racer. That's for sure. Right on. Yeah, we had a lot of people pull off of the team in the end. And Petit Le Mans is in iRacing. Dave already answered that. Sean was way too close before invading my zone in the old set versus the new at the desk set, which I love doing. This is now I feel like I'm really doing the pit stop, and it's really fun. It's always been fun, but I think as we get comfortable with this, it'll get even better. All right, what else, you guys? I'm just trying to keep up with the chat going on. So Dirt, obviously, that's the talk of the town right now. Dirt Rally 2.0, I should call it. And they say they have so much. This comes to us from Codemaster. They have so much for us in today's road book, including a brand new dirt show with developer interviews, a roundup of footage and first impressions, and the return of Screenshot of the Week. And they have a little article link here, which you can go to. Also, they have the announcement trailer. We've already checked that out. New tracks to Onrush. We talked about that. But at the Cody's blog is where you're going to find that Dirt Rally 2.0 road book. And that is dated today. That has, like, their dirt show. We've already seen that announcement video from Red Bull Gaming Sphere we talked about. Their first look at Dirt Rally here. But you can find everything that they've put out. So if you're really trying to get into, and I have some unfortunate news on Dirt Rally that we're going to talk about towards the end of the show. but it's a secondary article. So, but this is what they are putting out, Codemasters, and you'll find that at the Cody's blog. iRacing, they just are a reminder. Actually, somebody put this up in our Discord chat. I think Jesse, Con posted this today, but can't get moved out of the lead if you can't get the lead to begin with. Thursday thoughts. That was actually yesterday. I missed that. But just a reminder, we are down to, 1 week in the Mazda Hotlap Challenge. So if you want to be a VIP to the 2019 Rolex 24 at Daytona, you still have a little bit of time, but next weekend is the last qualifier for the Mazda Hotlap Challenge. You know, if there's a car that anybody can be great in, because it's not setup that they're killing you on. I mean, it might give you a little hint of an advantage here and there, but there's not a whole lot to be done. So, this setup looks better. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Maybe I need to change the intro to have more of a, and here's, that'd be great. Anybody wants to write the script, that would help me produce the video. Sean at thesimpit.com. Anyway, next week is last chance if you want to get in on that. We're going to be doing some Mazda stuff, so you guys are going to need to get fast in that car anyway. Just a heads up, 5 days. 5 days till October 10th. 5 days till Wave 2 of Assetto Corsa. If you bought it already, you're going to get that update. This is still in time to get that introductory price. I'm not telling you to or not to, but this next update has some cool things. Leaderboard, second car, second track, VR support. So this could be the one that makes it a little bit more fun. Now you might have a little more to do with the competizione. Is this the one? So I ask you guys, is 2 cars, 2 tracks, limited options to do with it? Is that the time to get in? Are you still holding out? I myself, I would have already bought it. I would already just be waiting because I know that I'm going to want the end result, so might as well save 20 bucks. And then every 6 weeks, I get to try it out one more time. I play it for a day, so when the update comes out on October 10th, I'll probably play it for a day, and then I'll probably wait till the next update, but it'll be worth having. Yes, the Feel 3 motion rig. Chris, we've talked about it. I call that the salad bowl. The salad bowl rig, but it looks like they've improved their design, and I might have to eat those words. And actually, the last time I looked, it actually looked a lot more interesting than before. One thing that I can say is I'm not sure that this, looking at this as left to right, that is like a swaying motion, more like a V-hole boat than a car, which does more like this, you know. It's like when it's gonna lean, it's also gonna turn, and you know. So anyway, that's where I think the limitation for driving. I think it could be an incredibly good flight sim. Anyway, Race Room is talking about a 30% discount on the legendary Australian track, that being Bathurst, of course, along with the Touring Classic pack now. So if you just want to, if you're looking for an excuse to play something different over the weekend, you can get a 30% deal on that. That could be a fun combination to play. That's all we have out of the guys at Race Room right now. Okay, so I asked you about a week ago, WRC posted this. Name that WRC 7 driver. First professional rally in 2004. Winner of the Collins Crest Award. Spokesperson for road safety initiatives in his home country, and has started his WRC career driving a Subaru Impreza. And I guess the most common answer given was Mads Osberg. But as it turns out, that's not correct. Turns out the answer is Khalid Al-Qasimi. There you go. I never heard of him. Khalid Al-Qasimi was the mystery driver in the WRC quiz. Wow, I missed this. Attending, so this is, I missed this. I'm glad I looked again. We talked about them getting Clayton Games, but here's their setup at the Paris Motor Show, where we know Thrustmaster is going to be as well. This is actually the WRC the game, not WRC, so despite that car being there, that is where they're going to be showing off the sim, apparently, at Paris Motor Show. Can't beat the price. I don't know. I've used the Next Level Racing Motion Platform V3, and I am very happy with the results for the money that I got out of that motion sim. So, you can tie the price, perhaps. Anyway, 704 games. We talked about that road to Miami. $500,000 on the line. But you got till tomorrow night to qualify into Group A. The fastest time this week on PS4 is going to Miami. And a NASCAR Heat prize pack goes to the fastest Xbox One player. Don't wait till it's too late. They're going to have an Xbox Direct one as well, and a Steam. It looks like some of them are already kind of... Oh, this is just who's leading the way right now. Anyway, this is going on. And another thing, a little more detail out of NASCAR Heat. October DLC arrives October 19th. So details will come out next week about what's in the new DLC. But we are talking about more DLC for NASCAR Heat. They should send a salad bowl rig. You know, if I want them to send me one, I probably should stop calling it a salad bowl. Yes, and we can talk about all that. That's fine, except for I'm so backed up right now. I am trying to slow down any products coming in the door until I get caught up. But I'm about to have a miracle week, so all is about to be restored. Anyway, back to news. GT Planet. So Dirt Rally 2.0 won't support VR, at least at launch. So what, you guys didn't beg them? You didn't go to the Twitter page and say, I need VR? You didn't go there and send them an email saying, hey, no VR, no buy? Apparently we weren't loud enough, and at least at launch, we're not going to be seeing Dirt Rally 2 with VR support. They're saying it's still quite a niche aspect of gaming and racing in particular. Sony just recently celebrated 3 million sales of its PSVR, which translates to less than 1/20th of the PS4s out there. And that's a key thing. You know, they're telling us about PS4 numbers. If you're sitting here watching this show, chances are you're a PC player for the most part. Games need to be built for the consoles. I mean, really, you have to, your big sales are going to come on the Xbox and on the PS4. I hate to say it, but if you're about money, it's PS4 and Xbox. If you're about the how important simulation is, how important what we do is, sure, if you're a purist at heart, you're going to be a PC developer. But that's where the numbers are. And right now, VR is still only 1/20th of the actual market, says PlayStation. So think of that as part of the defense as to why that's not the first priority for a company on a modern game. Yes, con. I call that 5%. Well said. You know, well, and VR is going to be one of these things. It's going to happen like this. You're going to get a lot of people. Then you're going to start to get more games to support it. Then you're going to get even more people. Then you're going to get even more titles to support it. It's going to work like this all the way up the ladder until we have full VR support everywhere. And everyone's going to be using it at some point, I do believe. Or at least more like, 95%. Another article at GT Planet regarding Dirt Rally 2.0, but the track surfaces will degrade with every run, so that's cool. That takes it one step further in the real simulation direction, something important to a lot of people, so I love that. Rudy, man, this guy is so living life. Rudy Van Buren, the winner of McLaren's World's Fastest Gamer competition, the simulation pilot or guru for McLaren Motorsports. Well, he gets to have some fun. We saw him in that McLaren M23 at Goodwood, I think it was. Well, now it's a weekend of F1 Pirelli Hotlaps duty at the Japanese GP. So Rudy is in Japan, and here is Hotlap action of Rudy hopping into that McLaren in Japan on the F1 track and taking her for a ride. Anyway, you know what? Maybe somebody's made more money, Bono Hui, than Rudy Van Buren in sim racing, but there's nobody in sim racing I'm more jealous of than Rudy Van Buren. In a good way. Good jealousy. MotoGP continuing their everyday something new at esportmotogp.com. Demo lap, how to beat the best in Buriram. So we've had 3 or 4 videos in a row, but anyway, here is a hot lap video where you can find out their line. If you're going to be a MotoGP expert, you might want to find out how these guys are laying down some of the best lap times. You'll find that at esport.motogp.com. Thank you for that, Kimber. Yes, absolutely. Our patron program is growing every day, and we're adding more features. In fact, I wasn't going to officially announce it, but I'm going to send an email out to the whole patron group because I think we're going to do this Sunday. Sunday morning. No, we better do this Monday. I'll send an email out. We're going to have a private unboxing of a next level F1 GT rig. So that'll be available to the patron guys. So things are continuing to get more and more happening over there as we get our review process back going. It's been a while since Sim Expo, and we saw the point of view of some of the people that we know. Amir got us some footage. We saw some footage from Mitchie Hoyer and Avid Chronic Racing. Apex Racing, I don't know if you guys remember Alex Simpson, but he's been on the show interviewed. He was there at the Visa Vegas event. We got to talk to him there as well. But anyway, he has a video, so if you go to Apex Racing TV on YouTube, I think they're on Facebook as well under Apex Racing TV or Apex Racing UK. But there's his video, 8 minutes of footage and content and things that were going on from their perspective when they were at the Sim Expo. Oh, including doing some, there is nothing cooler than meeting some sim racing friends and then going karting. Because we rock those places when we go as a group. We just, all of a sudden, the people who work there are like, who the hell is this group? Anyway, I'm sure they had a blast. You can check that out at Apex Racing TV. What else? I got a couple more things to talk about, and then we'll bring this show to a close. Just checking in with you guys. Brian, happy Friday to you. Petite Le Mans Eve it is. Looking forward to it. Brian, you can expect an email very soon about that as we finalize some things and get ready for the things. Wouldn't that be great to have the Billy Strange band in the pit stop with we'll bring guests onto the show. I would love to do that. We could start entertaining. I wish if sim racing wasn't such a worldwide thing, it would be easy to do. It's hard to bring those things together, but look, Billy's down. Why not? That's a very enthusiastic answer. Predator is PC Gamer. PC Gamer has an article here saying that almost every GPU can actually run 60 plus frames in Forza Horizon 4 and look great doing that. So I guess they've optimized the graphics, and that's no surprise. Again, we talked about games that are designed and built to be on the Xbox or the PlayStation. Obviously, on the PC, it's a different story, but with even the minimalist specs, you're going to be able to play that. And speaking that technically means, and here's an article at PC Gamer saying that right now, and again, they're saying it, not I, but it was posted 16 hours ago, get a 6 gigabyte GTX 1060 and a 600 watt power supply for only $240. So if you're looking to build a cheap computer just to get into the PC side of things, single screen applications, 1060 is going to work pretty darn good. And there's the power supply as well. But I mean, you could be playing Forza Horizon 4 on the PC with this as the backbone of your system. Funny that the backbone of our systems now, and it's not just now, it's been a while, but the graphics card is absolutely the backbone of our racing systems at this point in time. Full Throttle, something I missed a couple days ago. Thank you, Thawman. Even though he's not officially sending in stories, he's still behind the scenes sending in stories. I appreciate all the help from him and everybody who does send things in. But Full Throttle has an article on Motorsport 7. We've talked about it, but there's a little more detail in what we talked about. But they do have a big update coming with revamped collisions, rebuilt force feedback, and all this is currently in the works. So we've talked about that in various articles that we've seen. You might find a little bit more info here. This is fullthrottlemedia.co.uk, giving you the full lowdown on this big update coming to 7. So when I say Forza Motorsport 7 and Horizon 4 are both moving along, it is very true. Simracers.es, and this is one of those ones I get and I have to watch it through Translate. But this is also sent in by Thawman, by the way. But talking about force feedback, hey, get this floaty thing out of my way. What the hell is going on? But here's an article that hopefully your browser will handle better than mine. But simracer.es is where you'd find them. And an article on Thrustmaster and their particular settings for their testing based on Thrustmaster and today's Sims. So if you're a Thrustmaster user and you're looking for some suggestions, maybe you're not happy with your current settings, you can go check out this article. And sorry, my browser screwed it all up. Hopefully you'll have better luck and be able to actually read the article. Article here at overclock3d.net, and this is good news, but Windows is kind of changing the way updates are happening. So the Windows 10's October update won't interrupt your game time. Game mode now prevents updates, drivers, installs, and restart notifications while gaming. So somehow, and you can find this article and find out exactly how to do it, but somehow you can put your Windows 10 operating system into gaming mode, and it will recognize that and not force updates in the middle of whatever the heck you're doing, which is about the worst way to lose a race. I'll let you guys answer the comparison to wheel things. Okay, Heiko, I will look for that as well. Give me a moment on that one. Checkeredflag.co.uk, talking about the eSport Pro debut. We talked about it. We're down to the wire. That 2018 F1 New Balance eSport Pro Series running F1 2018 is about to get underway. And this is a big deal. We're going to hear about this. You're going to see it on TV in various different countries. All pro events will be broadcast on Facebook and selected TV networks. Sky Sports F1 will broadcast the first event at 7 p.m. on the 10th of October. So that's 5 days. That's the same days that Assetto Corsa Competizione Round 2 or Stage 2 comes out. But we're going to kick things off at Albert Park, Australia, and this is going to get underway. We have the full calendar here. And again, right now with F1, Formula 1 being behind this, with the whole way they went through the draft and drafted some of the biggest names in sim racing into this esport, this is going to be a very, very big deal. I'm looking forward to this coming along. So this is kind of funny. I don't know if any of you guys know of, and I don't watch him. I'm not going to say I'm not a fan. I just don't really watch him. But Dr. Disrespect's hilarious reaction to Racing Simulator video. So here's that guy. He's kind of an interesting character. And in this video here, he is just kind of going over some hardware and things that are available out in the world. But anyway, I'm going to play his video for a moment here just for you to get an idea and see what I saw, which is kind of funny. I call that the baby chair. You often hear me talk to the Force Dynamics. I call it the high chair, baby chair. Oh, that was his reaction to as if he was in that sim rig. Let me play that for you one more time without me talking over it. Anyway, that brought a smile to my face, so I thought it was perfect comedy for a Friday for all of you as well. Down to the wire here, and then I'll get to what Heiko had to add to the show. This is an article here that I can't even read because it's in a different language. Motorsportmagazine.com. Hold on, I have a different copy that we can all actually read, I do believe. Here we go. I had to pull up the other so I could use my Google Translate. Sim racing, now official motorsport discipline. An article here, a write-up on motorsportmagazine.com talking about that new F1 esport and talking about how now we're here. The debate has been there, you know, for years. I've debated with friends, argued with people in the real motorsport world about, is sim racing a legitimate form of motorsport? Does it need to be considered part of the ladder when you're evaluating driving talent? Is it different than karting? I mean, yes, it's different, but does it rival karting or in amateur racing of any kind? Can you make that argument? And it's always been an argument. And I appreciate an article here coming from a place like Motorsport Magazine that basically says, look, it is now officially a motorsport discipline. There is no argument anymore. This is much a part of racing as anything else. It is part of the ladder. It is part of the way of finding good driving talent, and it is a good way to become good driving talent. In fact, that's the great thing about sim racing. It is the best way to become great driving talent. It would cost you a fortune in karting. It would cost you a fortune in road racing or in oval racing. But for just a matter of, a few $100 to a few $1,000s, you could become the best sim racer on the planet and maybe find an opportunity to show your skills in real life as well. So cool article from them, and I always dig those kind of articles. Let's see, what did Heiko have to add to today's show? Let me check this out real quick. Headline of the article, sim racing is now officially a motorsport discipline. Oh, that's what we just talked about, Heiko. How did you know it? I completely agree. It is official. We today, put it in your calendar, October 5th, 2018, sim racing is now officially a motorsport discipline, as if there was any doubt in my mind for a while. Beyond that, Sunday night, we do have the new Simpit Mazda MX-5 Championship starting up. This should be a great one for most people. The Mazda is a really fun and easy car to drive. Some would say it's slow and boring, but I'll tell you what, in a crowd, it's not slow and it's not boring. We have an entire championship that's going to start up Sunday. Yeah, I can't do an unboxing Sunday. I'm going to be racing at noon. Sunday at noon, we're going to start things off at Laguna Seca. It is going to be a first-come, first-serve league. So we're not going to have fancy emails or qualifier racers. First come, first serve. You want to be in it. You want to be part of the championship. Be sure you get there when the minute the room opens. But you will need to be part of the league. So you're going to need to join it. I have a cool graphic. Where's my little graphic for our racing series here today? Let's put this up and that off. But yes, the Simpit Global MX-5 Championship starting off Sunday. So go to iRacing, go to leagues. Look for the Simpit Mazda MX-5 Championship and join that league. We'll get you on there. And then we'll have the full calendar up by the end of today. But we do start things off with Laguna, with WeatherTech, Laguna Seca. It will be 45-minute timed races. So it'll be a 5-minute practice, 10-minute qualifying to get 2 laps in, and then a 45-minute timed race on a fixed setup that we supply. So, and you'll have that in advance. It'll be the same setup for the whole season, I do believe. But anyway, join that series. It's going to start things up Sunday, and that should be very cool. Also, I'm trying to get you guys get out there and have some fun. Go attack challenges and show me what you got. Michael Thompson went after the McLaren Shadow R-Factor 2 qualifier, which goes till the 12th. So you still have a full week to get a time in on this one. But Michael Thompson ran a 137, which was good enough for 172nd on the leaderboard. He guaranteed he's going to do better. He's going to try to get Richie Hearn out there posting times as well. Anyway, if you want to see where you stand or look for the other guys in the pit crew names up on the leaderboard, show me what you got. Send me an image just like this, and I'll make you the star of Monday's show or whatever between now and the end of that qualifying, or any leaderboard for that matter. Beyond that, tomorrow at 6 a.m. begins the Simpit run at the Petit Le Mans. It is a 10-hour race starting at 6 a.m. my time, so that's 9 p.m. Eastern time, and it will be a 10-hour race. We have a handful of drivers, and we'll be running 2 cars, I do believe, for that event. I will be streaming all 10 hours of my perspective, whether I'm in the car or somebody else is in the car. That'll all begin at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Should be a good fun, and I'm looking forward to that one myself. So that will be on the crew channel, by the way. So pit stops are back over here at the main channel for the Simpit, but all racing, all live streams other than the pit stop will still be on the Simpit crew channel with all of the other streamers, Devin, Dave, and more to be added soon. So anyway, that's going to do it. Happy Friday to all of you. Hope you have a great weekend. Get out there, do some racing. Send me your results. Show off what you've done so the world can be inspired to get out there and do better. This is the Simpit. I'm Sean Cole, and I'll see you on the track.